I am scary to sheep. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm somewhere near Seaford. I'm sort of very close to the beach. In fact, the beach is over there. I am working today, so I've got about an hour. So I just thought I'd see what I can get done. I've got a few ideas. See what happens. I don't know which way to go. I mean, I guess this way takes you to sort of the cliff edge, and this way looks like it's more downhill, so I'm guessing that takes you to the beach. I'm going to go with that. Another decision. I can go left or right. I'm still going to go right. It's looking like the correct decision. Although, not happy about the 2 crows that are waiting on the cliff edge. Try not to think about Linda Blair. I nearly wore wellies for this. That would have been a major mistake. I'm here for a few reasons. I've got this lens that I was given by my wife last year. It's a Samyang 14mm completely manual lens, and I haven't really used it. I don't really know what to do with it. I'm not very comfortable with it. I'm far more comfortable with the kit lens, which is on the camera right now. So that's one reason. I want to get better used to the lens that I already have. Another reason is I just can't cope with the early mornings anymore. It's 6:30 now. I've been awake for 2 hours. I had to drive here from, I don't know, what, 30 miles away? I don't mind that. It's just getting earlier and earlier and earlier, because obviously sunrise is getting earlier and earlier and earlier. So I have completely missed sunrise, but never mind. I also thought it was going to be sort of moody skies and maybe stormy, and I thought that was going to look quite nice. I thought I was going to have something to do in Lightroom and improve my skills there, sort of try and pull out the dramatic cloud, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to focus on the lens this time and see what happens. I'm also aware, by the way, that the tide is coming in and I don't have that long. So the main task is to start to get used to the settings on the camera. Everything's fully manual on this lens. So I've got my ISO, sorry, not my ISO, my f-stop there, and obviously that. So I'm just not used to that. I'm used to that being handled by the camera. So that's something that I need to get used to. The reason that that's like that, I guess, is that this lens was, I think it's about £250, as opposed to, I don't know, I have no idea actually, but I'm guessing closer to 1,000 for one that does everything auto, and can't afford that. So this is what I've got. So what I'm trying to do is to find a place where you can actually see something. If I put it on manual, that would help rather than video. So dark. So you may now leave me while I bugger about. I can't do a long exposure because I don't have a big stopper, I just don't own one. and I've got a few lenses. I've got a couple of ND grads, but I didn't bring them. But I'm just trying to get a bit of fluidity, a bit of smoothness to the water. So I'm trying to see where the balance between long exposure and just blowing everything out is. I'm on about a second at the moment. Try portrait. Oh, that's nicer. Incidentally, this is the Seven Sisters over here. I'll find out which sister I'm looking at most immediately. Apparently there's 8 sisters now, due to coastal erosion. But anyway, 7 sisters, and the main one I'm looking at is this. Worried about camera shake because I keep kind of nudging it, and it's on soft floor. It's on seaweed. So I've gone over to 2-second timer. So what I've got is I've got this floor with the tide that's now rapidly coming in. That's taking up the bottom half of the frame, and then I've got the cliffs sort of in the middle. And then the sky, and the sky actually on this lens does look a little bit more dramatic than it does to my naked eye. But there is hope. I'm just playing about with the focus, because it goes from 0.5 meters up to infinity, so I've had it on infinity so far. Not really into the whole bracketing thing, to be honest, but I'm going to try changing the emphasis from up there to down here. And then this is a big sky version, so this is about 2/3 sky-ish, 1/3 ground, with set back to infinity again. Not really sure what f-stop I'm on, to be honest, because it doesn't tell you, but oh god, it must be on 22 because it's right round the side. I don't know what to do. I've got this big pool down here, and right now a little bit of it is in frame. I'm going to try one more. Back on the live view so I can see what I'm doing. Ooh, I like that. Seems to make it extra kind of servo noise with this lens. I don't know why. I don't know what it's trying to figure out. Anyway, big sky version. There's it is a big pool here, but there's sort of there's a bit of rocks about halfway through it. So for this one I'm gonna pretend that it's not a big pool. I'm gonna pretend that it's a medium-sized pool. To infinity. It's going to darken it down a bit. Oh no, I can't. No, I'm at the limit. It's too light here. It's the grey is grey's too light. See, it just does a little just before it takes the shot, and I don't know why. I hope it's alright. I read some reviews of this lens that the Infinity never works, that you put it on Infinity and it's not Infinity, that Infinity is a little bit too far to the right and they just haven't calibrated it properly. I honestly don't know whether that's true for this one because I haven't used it enough to tell. Again, we'll find out. There's also this. There's this, I think it's a Coast Guard's house. I don't know if they actually live there or not, but that's quite nice. But there are these houses here, and I think, unfortunately, these houses kind of ruin the illusion of this. So, unless I could get rid of those, which I don't really want to, I could sort of line it up so the shot starts here. Nice idea, but doesn't work for me. I am fully aware that there are lots of other compositions as I walk around here, but I haven't got time. Unfortunately, not because of the weather, but because I've got to work. Obviously the scenery's changed a bit because I've moved around the coast a little bit, only about 100 metres or something, but the path that I need to take is just around there. I've got about 10 minutes before I need to go back to the car, so I might just take a few stills of this. Well, that's that. It's about 7:30 now, so I'll see what I got later. But for now, back to work and into Lightroom, I guess. Here comes the smush.